Hello, I am Deepak Sakla, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Department. Today, we will discuss experiment in an electronic device lab. The name of experiment is draw the VI characteristics of diode and find out the static and dynamic resistance. In this lab, we will cover the CO number 1. Understand the characteristics of different electronics device. So our object is plot VI characteristics of PN junction diode and calculate the cut-in voltage and static and dynamic resistance. In this experiment, we should require the apparatus, experiment kit, ammeter and voltmeter, page cord and power supply. Okay.
So we have to discuss about the aim of our experiments. So initially we should be study the voltage current characteristics of PN junction in a theory portion. So theory is given as this is the structure of PN junction diode. The PN junction is designed by p-type and n-type. In a p-type the majority carrier is hole, in a n-type majority carrier is electrons. Getting? So PN junction will be formed only when a bending force is created in between the p-type and n-type semiconductor. Along the junction between the p and n-type silicon, a small neutral potential is set up between p and n-type semiconductor. It is called the depletion layer. You can see in the structure of that, this is a p-type and this is the n-type. There is a depletion region. In the p side there will be negative and in the n side there will be the positive. This is the constant ion. They will be opposed. The p-type is not, p-type majority carrier is not cross in a n-type, and n-type is not, electron is not cross in a p-type. So this is the structure of PN junction diode. Now we will see the symbol of PN junction. This is the portion is p-type and this is the portion is n-type terminal. So before we start the experiment, we should be know how the PN junction work when we are apply the external source. So we will discuss the two reason. The first one is a forward reason. It's mean forward biasing. What is forward biasing? When p-type of semiconductor is connected with the positive terminal of battery and n is connected to the negative. This configuration or this connection is called the forward bias. So how in a forward bias connection the diode work? When PN junction is forward bias, the potential barrier decrease. For a practical diode, no appreciable current flow till forward voltage is equal to cut-in potential. The value of germanium is 0.3 electron volts and for 0.7 for silicon. It's mean when we are apply the forward bias, it means where we are apply the voltage, the initially if this semiconductor is germanium, it's mean if you are applying the 0.3 volt, before 0.3 volt there is no current will be flow, and for silicon 0.7 volt before the current will be not flow. As the forward voltage is equal to the knee voltage, the depletion layer completely disappear and current due to majority carrier rises exponentially as defined by VI equation. This current is called forward current. The equation is given as I is equal to I0 e की power V e eta Vt minus 1. V is a applied voltage, Vt is a thermal voltage. It is given T upon 111,600. Eta for germanium 1 and 2 for silicon. I0 is a reverse saturation current. So it's mean when we are apply the forward biasing, the forward current will be flow and this current will be milliampere because it is flow in a majority carrier. So second portion is a reverse region because we are find out the characteristics in forward region and a reverse region both. So when PN junction is reverse bias means p-type is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and n-type is connected with the positive terminal of the battery. In this condition, the movement of majority carrier are opposed, but minority carrier can easily move and cross the junction and flow the current in a microampere. In this structure you can see that in a p-type the hole is a majority carrier and electron will be minority carrier. In n-type, electron is a majority carrier and hole is a minority. When you are applying the reverse bias, it means you are applying the negative voltage, the electron will be cross the junction and flow the current in microampere. After applied voltage, a certain value of voltage which is called breakdown voltage, the large current start to flow in a reverse bias. So as a practical point of view, we have to complete the theory of PN junction diode. As a practical point of view, we will be design the circuits in which you can see that we are saying the forward bias characteristics and we will draw the reverse bias characteristics. In a forward bias characteristics, the p type is connected with the battery of positive and n type is connected with the battery of negative. This is called the forward bias. We will apply the voltage different value 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 up to 1 volt up to 3 volt, and we will be measure the current getting in a forward bias connection. In a kit we will be see how the connection is done, but we have to design a circuit. In a reverse bias characteristics, you can apply the positive terminal of n type and same procedure we will be apply the voltage and getting the current, and different current value we will draw the circuits or draw the graph. So in a graph we can see that this portion is a forward bias and this portion is a reverse bias. In forward bias, the current you will be note down the reading value of the current in a milliampere and there will be the microampere. So in this graph you can see that if we are taking the silicon in a semiconductor, there will be we are applying the different voltage value, but we are not getting the current because of depletion layer will be opposed there, flow of the charge from p type to n type or n type to p types. So you can see that after 0.7 volt the current will be exponentially increased. Same as germanium, 0.2 volt, before 0.2 volt, 0.2, 0.3 volt, there is no any current, then after that exponentially it will be increased. So we have to write the equation of the current, how the current will be flow in a forward bias. Getting, we are taking the different volt. This is called the cut-in voltage, and in a reverse bias we have to apply the connection. Then you can see that there is a small current will be flow in a microampere, but after this voltage breakdown voltage, the speedily a current will be start to flow. This breakdown done, there is a two type of breakdown. There will be the Zener breakdown and average breakdown also. So conclusion is that we will take the different value of the forward condition and we will take the breakdown voltage of the PN junction diode and we will complete this experiment. Thank you. Bias characteristics. For forward bias characteristics, we need some voltage source, extra voltage source, PN diode emitter and voltage. So now we will connect all the connection in the circuits. So first we will do forward bias of the diode. So we will connect positive to positive, P to positive, and then connect over emitter, the series combination series. So this is the forward bias condition. We have to connect voltmeter and emitter for getting the voltage and current. Now for getting the voltage, we will do the parallel connection of the voltage. This is our parallel combination for getting the different voltage. We should be remember that it should be this should be 3 volt and current should be in a milliampere. So now we will start that. So now as we increase the voltage, we are getting there is a current start to flow. So in our observation table, we will take the different value of voltage and taking the current in a milliampere. After taking this value, we will draw the graph. For if we are taking the germanium, then we will draw graph, and if we are taking silicon, then we will do different value of voltage, draw the
silica. Now we will conclude for the reverse bias. For reverse bias connection, we will reverse the voltage, apply the reverse voltage in these combinations. Okay. The positive terminal is connected with the negative of the diode. This is our emitter series combination. After take, we will take the different value of voltage parallel combination. So after that, we will take in a current current. So now, if you are increasing the different value of voltage, you will get the different current value. So if you do in a 30 volt, then you will get the infinite value. This value is as a large amount of current will be start to flow. So you can conclude that I will be able to find out the forward bias characteristics and reverse bias characteristics. Just you want to find out the statics and dynamic resistance. Then for static resistance, we will take the different value of V1 and we will take the I1. The ratio of V1 and I1, it will give the statics value of the resistance, and just you want to find out the dynamic value of the resistance, then you will be take I1 and I2 and V1 and V2, two different voltage level and two different current level, and difference of different voltage and different current, the ratio will be called dynamic resistance of the circuit. Now we have concluded that we have to able to find out the cut-in voltage and find out the static and dynamic resistance. So this practical is completed. Thank you.